Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past Fighter Sword playthrough. So, last episode, I basically rambled on about glitches for half an hour, almost. You know, and got my information wrong, because I cannot fucking speak. And, among other things, we got the boss key in Hyrule Castle, and we got the other medallion from Lv.1 in Hyrule Castle. Perfectly normal, of course. If you want an explanation on why and how we did that, you know, just watch the last episode. Don't really listen to my explanation. I don't explain very well. But yeah, now we're gonna be actually starting the game like normally, quote unquote. I mean, we do have the other medallion, which is a very powerful screen nuke. Drink some water. Though since we don't have like the upgraded magic, we won't be using it too much, but hey, you know, why the hell not? And yeah, it freezes everything. It's Snowgrave. It's Snowgrave. It's Snowgrave before its time, and it makes everything drop money. Or once you have the hammer, you can bonk them on the head, and they will always drop magic. So yeah, it's even better than Snowgrave, really. Though I guess it doesn't work. Though I guess it doesn't work on bosses, so never mind. I went this way last time, but let's actually go the other way. I always go like to the left. It's just like force of habit at this point, but you know, left is cool. I mean, this room is a lot cooler than the room on the left, but man, the guards sometimes are either like blind, not blind the thief, but they're either blind or like omniscient when they chase you. It's weird. Also, those guards are so weird. Like, I don't know what makes them charge faster. I don't know if it's like them seeing you, but they have such weird behavior. Like, they honestly feel like beta enemies that just weren't removed. And also, the only way to fight them after you like complete Hyrule Castle and it's like locked down for whatever reason, like, is to go back into the sewers. Because they disappear in the overworld after we like escape, first of all, and then like you obviously can't go back into Hyrule Castle once you defeat Agahnim. Also, you know what? Just for the hell of it, get the map. This game has a really cool map, like map screen. Also, it actually uses like the style of the Japanese version's file select screen, which oddly enough, judging from like Giga Leak files, like they were already planning the like the English version of the file select screen, because basically like the Japanese file select screen is like all black, but then like the name select looks a lot like the map screen. But they were already planning the English version. I think I might be wrong on like the dates, so maybe they weren't, and I'm just stupid. But if they did that, that would be weird. Yeah, we're just gonna go get Zelda this time. Perfectly normal. I could do like more glitches, like I said, but I don't want to turn this into just like a glitch playthrough. Oh, hey, that could be interesting to do. But there's already someone that made like a very good video. I don't remember the channel name off the top of my head. So, oh yeah, I got the arrows from the Landmolas. Well, not the Landmolas, but room before them. I was wondering where I got them, because the Hyrule guards rarely drop anything besides hearts and sometimes like green rupees, but it's very rare. Shut up. Also, man, the ball and chain in Twilight Princess is so goddamn cool. It's a little annoying to use because after that, like, Link carries it like he's holding a goddamn, you know, crap in his ass. But I mean, it's a heavy ass ball, makes sense. Here we go. Alright, here's Zelda. Thank you, Linky. I had a feeling you were getting close. Linky, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? If you play this game, always answer with yes, otherwise she literally just repeats herself. Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go with a incorrect formatting. weird. It's a funny error. I mean, it's not that. I mean, it's not that noticeable, but still, it's noticeable. I'm gonna get my full 4 hearts. I sure as hell should have at this point. And yeah, like I said, I tried to do like a low percent version of this. Not in the Let's Play. I was just doing it like for fun because my aunt and my cousin were like out of the house, so I was able to like plug my SNES in the living room. But I just gave up because the fucking like it was just getting infuriating to have like such low health. I just kept getting killed super easily. So yeah, because actually it's a like big widescreen TV, so it's not as easy to like play because you have the illusion of moving way faster horizontally, which is already kind of the case because of the like SNES like aspect ratio, but it was even worse on the like widescreen TV. You know what? I'm gonna go right again. Why not? And yeah, I do still have my like big CRT TV that I think I've showed off. I don't know if I've showed off on the channel, like community tab, but I know I've posted some pictures of it on like Discord and stuff. But yeah, I do still have my CRT, but it's just I don't have a good place to plug it. Like in my room, there's like one free, like power outlet, but it's like, but the only thing there is like a very frail and already half broken like piece of furniture that I don't think would handle like the massive like weight of that thing. I mean, it's not too bad for a CRT. I mean, it still weighs like a fucking dead horse, but it's not like a 70s TV. It's like a flat screen CRT, like a cube one. It's pretty cool. I do love it, but yeah, I haven't had an opportunity to plug it, so I don't get to play my consoles that often here. Anyway, sewer time. I always found Zelda's like up sprite weird because she doesn't have her crown, which yeah, it makes sense because it's like a Tyrite thing, but it just looks very weird and plain. Yeah, we're just gonna. Here are the ropes. I never figured out these were ropes. I always figured like at first when I was a kid, I couldn't like see them, and up and down they just looks like weird like red-nosed rats. I mean, obviously there's like the mice, which I think they're officially called like rats. But yeah, like I never figured out these were like the ropes from Zelda 1. There's also these skeleton ropes in like level 4, in Thief's Town in Dark World. But they're only used in the one room if you pull like one of the trap levers, so you just never see them in the regular playthrough, really. I mean, hell, I didn't even know they existed for a while. I mean, really, this game has a lot of things I keep learning about. Like, for example, there's the weird bunny enemies. Like, if you slash the grass, like they leaped out of before, like they go back down, they just give you an item and call you a thief. You can give the fish to the bottle seller, and he'll give you some items in Kakariko if you bring it all the way to him. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this game, and it is not my favorite game of all time. I mean, that's still gonna be Super Metroid, probably forever. But yeah, it is very much in my top 2. I mean, really, most of this SNES Holy Trinity would be in my top 10. Mario World wouldn't be my top 3, because honestly that spot is probably like fighting with like a lot of games. I mean, Team Fortress 2 could be that, Run of Blood could be that, honestly. But I guess I have only done a mirror playthrough, so I shouldn't like talk too much, because I mean, obviously, I mean, Richter isn't bad, like I tried him, but obviously he's like much harder than Mario, who's just like super OP. Yeah, shut up. Shut up, Zelda. And yeah, I'm not gonna read all the text. I did it earlier, but I'm not gonna bother with it. I mean, I know the story very much. I'm gonna do it for like important scenes, but for like Zelda teaching you how to use a lever, no. Like, just no. Get some extra stupid tooth. Ah, no bomb drop. I don't even know if they can drop bombs. I know you can get a bomb drop before you enter the sanctuary, so you can access the like cool loot rooms, but well. Yeah, it's gonna be mostly, you know, trivia night for this playthrough.
Princess Zelda, you are safe. Is this your doing, Linky?
Yes, it was Linky who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said,
"Once I have finished with you, the final one, the seal of the wise man will open."
Linky, you must not let... I don't know which one is supposed to say that, but fuck it, I'm gonna do the old man because I can do an old man voice better than a woman voice. Evidently.
Linky, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the manual clutch on his dodge ram...
Never mind. That's an old joke. So, my dad had an old joke with his friends that whenever they would see like the text at the end of a like Dark World dungeon where like the crystal always says like, "Thank you for rescuing me from the evil clutches," they would always make like a car joke, or you know, like manual versus, you know, automatic clutch or whatever. So they would make a joke that the you know, Ganon drives a automatic car or something. I don't remember the details exactly, but that's the gist of it. Anyway,
if he releases the seal of the 7 wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can. I sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's action and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is a descendant of the 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map, but watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. Do you understand?
yes, I don't want to repeat that. Yeah, cool stuff.
Meet the elder of the village and get the Master Sword.
Linky, be careful out there. I know you can save Hyrule. Yeah, thanks, and give me that. Thank you. 5 hearts. I can go get the white sword. Oh wait, I already have it. Man, if only it was that easy, I could just, you know, go to the village elder and get the Master Sword that way. Now, we will be going to the village. Now, normally the story progression in this game is that you go to the, you know, this house over there, then you go to like one of the other houses, and the grandson just tells you, oh, Sahasrara is in, you know, over here in the like Eastern Palace. Well, not in the Eastern Palace, but near it. Yeah, we don't actually need to do that, and honestly, aside from my... I don't even think I did that in my first playthrough. I did that in like my second playthrough, just for like the hell of it, I think. But yeah, you absolutely do not need to do that. Though I can't say if I did it in my first playthrough or not, because I was fucking 3 years old, because this was my first video game ever, as a matter of fact. Probably contributed to me like learning English. I mean, it doesn't have the best translation, but I mean, compared to Zelda 1, it's a lot better. I mean, if that game was my first, I would be speaking in hieroglyphics right now. So yeah, normally, you know, you go over here, you meet the mayor, and I'm actually doing it. Fuck. I don't know if it's the mayor. The mayor is supposed to be like his wife or something. There was a mayor sprite that was leaked in the like Giga League, but it wasn't used in the final game for whatever reason. So yeah. Anyway. Oh, it's you, Linky. What can I do for you, young man? The elder? Oh, no one has seen him since the wizard began collecting victims. What? Master Sword? Well, I don't remember the details exactly, but... long ago, a prosperous people known as the Hylia inhabited this land. Legends tell of many treasures that the Hylia had hid to the land. Also, yeah, Hylia, not Hylian. I don't know if this is contradicted by, like, later lore. It probably is, because Zelda timeline is a mess. But yeah, interesting. I don't know if this is translation error. It might be too. I don't know. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged against those with evil hearts, is one of them. People say that it is now sleeping deep in the forest. Do you understand the legend? Anyway, look for the elder. There must be someone in the village who knows where he is. You take care now, Linky. Alright, she just repeats our dialogue. I just want to check because there's a lot. Because yeah, like I said, I keep learning new stuff about this game, like to this day, and not just like glitches, like actual like important stuff.
Yo, Linky, this house used to be a hideout for a gang of thieves. What was their leader's name?
Oh yeah, his name was Blind and he had bright light a lot. Alright, just repeats. Yeah, there's not a lot of, you know, dialogue if you check NPCs again. I think there's some, but not a lot. Also, yeah, very interesting that we get the Dark World tiles here. It's nice foreshadowing. I think it's the only, like, Light World room that has Dark World tiles. There's some Light World rooms, there's like one cave that has like Dark World enemies in it, for whatever reason, which is always very strange, but yeah. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Yes I can. I mean, you don't have to do it like right the first time, you can just like go back up and, you know, come back and then you can get all the chests if you want. But hey, doing it in one try is the better option. And yeah, since this isn't a low percent run, I will be doing, you know, all the, you know, funny side quests and stuff. Here we go. Here is one of my favorite caves. I mean, first of all, it has like so much loot, including bombs. You can pick up and throw a bomb you placed. Press the A button. I hate that message because it shows up every time you get a 3-bomb pickup, so I just avoid those chests in dungeons whenever I can. Which really I can, because you rarely need bombs. I mean, at the start, yeah, you don't get a lot, but starting from like pretty much the first Dark World dungeon, you just get showered in bombs pretty much. I mean, both literally in some cases, but also very like metaphorically. And hey, our first piece of art. I'll link to that. The first pieces of art in the series, as a matter of fact, because yeah, this game has like, I mean, you've probably heard all about it, but yeah, this game has a lot of innovations. I mean, pots, they're here. Master Sword, they're here. Proper arrow count, they're here. Magic meter, it's, well, actually no, magic meter was Zelda 2, but I mean, I kind of forget about Zelda 2 because it doesn't have many innovations. Yeah, magic meter is Zelda 2, I guess, but first time of a magic meter in a traditional Zelda game, I suppose. Yeah, pieces of heart, of course. At least this one has only, you know, only need 4, unlike Twilight Princess for some reason. Hi, Linky. Elder, are you talking about the grandpa? Okay, but don't tell any of the bad people about this. He's hiding in the palace past the castle. I'll mark the spot on your map. Here you are. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Alright, we are going to run away from the scene of the crime immediately. Oh yeah, fun fact that I didn't know for a while. Actually, we're gonna come back because there's something I didn't know, and yeah, that's the thing I learned recently. If you go in this house and you bomb this wall, I mean, obviously you can open it up. Also, fuck you. I'll say Kako's first appearance. So this chest, normally, like 99% of people are gonna think, oh, it's a 10 arrow chest. If you didn't get the magical boomerang in Hyrule Castle, there's the boomerang in Hyrule Castle, you get the boomerang here. So yeah, this actually lets you get the boomerang if you missed it in Hyrule Castle. So like, once you beat Agahnim, you're not just lucked out of it. But there's a crazier thing, and obviously we're not going to be able to see it because I just picked up the boomerang, which I don't really use it as much in this game as in like Zelda 1. I mean, even Zelda 1 I don't use it that much, and it's mainly in Zelda Classic that it's like really good in the last situations where like people just spam a bunch of enemies. But the craziest thing is one of the 2 300 rupee chests in the village of Outcast in the Dark World. If you didn't pick up either of the boomerang pickups, you get the magical boomerang, which is like crazy. Like, I keep learning new info because normally I always have the boomerang, so I just thought oh 300 rupee chest or oh 10 arrow chest, so I never bothered going there. Well, for the 300 rupee I do, but yeah, this game is wild. Pretty. I just went here. What am I? I'm gonna get dementia by the time I'm 50. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm very forgetful. You, sir, have you been going through life without one of my hold anything bottles? Well, step right up and make your life complete. I've got one on sale now for the low price of 100 rupees. What do you say? Interested? Goodbye, thanks a lot. Now hold it above your head for the whole world to see, okay? It's good for business. Actual lore explanation. Yeah, I've got 2 bottles. Probably one of the games where you get bottles like the closest to each other. Is this the one with the funny? No, it's not the one with the funny mark painting. This one. Okay, so this house has the cocoa here. If you spray magic powder onto it, it just turns into a woman and just like scolds you, which sounds like the plot to a very bad hentai. But someone make a comic about Link doing that, doing exactly what you think he'd do in a hentai, but whatever. Also, if you talk to this NPC, hey, here's Linky, the wanted man! Soldiers, anyone, come quickly! Yeah, you get a very dramatic fight against this spear green soldier. Now, interestingly, you get spear, green soldier with this, like, mini encounter in Kikuriko Village. And obviously the red soldier with the spear, but you never fight any blue soldiers with a spear. They were in the Japanese intro for the game, like in the scene where like Agahnim like warps away one of the maidens, the blue guards of spears. It was like fixed to like be swords in the English version, but then they reverted it for the GBA version for whatever reason. I don't know. The GBA version is very weird too. I mean, obviously it has like House of 4 Swords and 4 swords, but also this NPC will do exactly the same thing. And they do actually lock their door, which is smart. There we go. You can't summon 2 of them at once, sadly, but very dramatic music for an encounter that lasts like 5 seconds. It's just a hotel, whatever. You can actually sleep here. It's useless. Though if you enter this one's house, hey look, Mario, or Hario I guess, given the letter there. And yeah, if you pull on him, you get some rupees. It's neat. And free heart, nice. I can always use that. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting facts about this game, like pink-haired Link. I always thought it was a part of a set, but no, it's there, but honestly I like it. It gives him, and yeah, you could say, he has pink hair. No, I prefer to say he's like Goku Black. He has rosé hair. Oh yes. Flamboyant. Or he's a girl in this case, I don't know. Or she, I suppose. And yes, there is horny fan art of this Link. Especially femboy Link, but whatever. Well, actually, a more female Link, I think. I haven't looked into it too deeply for this one, but hey, I'll look into it too deeply and then I'll come back with the result. I don't mind. Also, I'm just gonna this screen is just so useless. In the Dark World, there's a shop that sells you the red shield for 500 rupees, which is useless when you can just like get a red shield like by just throwing a blue shield in the in one of the fountains. But this way on the overworld is useless aside from going to Hyrule Castle. And also it has the only red guard before you get the Master Sword. So yeah, it's actually no, before you get Agahnim 1. But yeah, I like the pink hair. It's cool. And yeah, speaking of femboy and Link, probably you could say this is the like gayest Link, but I mean that's still Breath of the Wild Link by far. And I mean with how fucking busted this Link is, I mean I really like the I don't remember which animator it is, but there's an animator that made like a bunch of like Link crossover animations. And this Link is like flamboyant, yes, but he is like super buff, so he's basically like a JoJo character. Because yeah, this Link, very likely the strongest. I mean, you could make arguments for the Hero of Time, and yeah, this one is... I mean, the biggest feat for this one that people like say is like, oh, he defeated Ganon with all the, you know, Triforce at his disposal. Ganon didn't have the Triforce in him, so that doesn't really apply, sadly, but... I mean, this Link still went through like 4 adventures, and he has the fucking Ether and Bombos medallion, and the fucking like upgraded like Golden Sword, which, if we're just going to compare like damage values, is equal to the Fierce Deity Swords. So yeah, he is on par, if not stronger than the Hero of Time, but honestly, it's up to whoever like you prefer. This Link is the coolest at base, I'd say, but the Hero of Time with Fierce Deity Link, or you know, Unlink, if you've seen the like, you know, the last playthrough of the Unlink Begins, I mean, he has the coolest transformation, really. Oh yeah, also I love this fucking guy. I mean, first of all, he's the only bandit with like a red skin. But also, look what he says. Hey kid, this is a secret hideout for a gang of thieves. Don't enter without permission. By the way, I heard that one of our ex-members is staying in the entrance to the desert. Why are you giving me, who is apparently a child, this information? Like, why? Like, do you do this with everyone that comes here? Like, you know, fucking Hyrule, like, police comes here and you just say to them, hey, get the fuck out. Also, by the way, our members are, you know, staying at the fucking, you know, Kakariko Hotel with a bunch of hookers. Like, what the fuck? Why are you snitching? Why are you snitching, bro? Why are you snitching? So yeah, Lost Woods. Aside from that, actually I could get the mushroom at the same time while I'm here. Yeah, we're not going to be coming here for a while for the Master Sword. Hey, free mushroom. Thank you. Anyone wants it, and there's only one person who wants it. Which... who also apparently has a name. I think it's like Syrup or whatever. And her assistant is Maple, so it makes Maple Syrup. A Reki level joke. Like I said, this is just JoJo. Anyway, also yeah, this episode I'm recording a bit longer because I'm just, you know, telling a bunch of stories and fun facts. So yeah, might as well enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah, give me the heart. What does this sign say? This way, alright. A bunch of signs are just have like wanted Link posters on them. Which, by the way, if you read any sign in the intro that has that, it just says, I will give reward to anyone who can tell me the descendant of the wise men, and signed by the king. I think there's one that still says that, even at this... oh yeah, we got a fucking landmine over here. Unmin! If you got a reference, you either watch Joyeux or you watch Lord of the Rings, I guess. In French. Yeah, we got the bow soldiers who have barely any shading on their bows. They're good for arrows, they only show up on very few screens, and honestly most of the guards are not very threatening. The red ones can catch you off guard if you're like not prepared. Also, we say hi to this fucking green dick enemy, who is a dick. He just zaps you if you stab him, or slash him, I guess. The smell of rotten fruit. If you give me a mushroom, I can finish my brew. Thank you, young man. Come back to the shop later for something good. But yeah, the only way you can beat them is with arrows. You can use like the magic powder to turn them weird, but they still zap you. The only sword that can actually damage them without, you know, electrocuting you is the Golden Sword, so yeah. And yeah, it is sad that we're not going to be able to see the Golden Sword in this playthrough, because I just love it. It has a meaty, like, swooshing sound, which is shared by the Tempered Sword, though I think the Golden Sword one is like a bit different, like maybe like different modulation or something, I don't know, but I think it's a little bit different. But on the Tempered Sword, it just makes me like miss the very nice, like, ice-like swish of the Master Sword, which already looks like a nice like lightsaber or something. I mean, all the swords aside from the like fighter sword look like lightsabers, pretty much. But I mean, the Master Sword is like blue, so yeah, it just looks a lot like a either like a you know, Mr. Freeze or lightsaber. You know, take your pick. But yeah, it's very like I don't like the Timber Sword because the heavy sound just feels weird. But with the Golden Sword, you just feel like a beast. Especially when you get, you know, like full hearts and you can do like sword beams, even if they're not very strong. And that's the thing, in this game, like they nerf sword beams, so they're just as strong as the fighter sword, I think. Or maybe the Master Sword? Yeah, I think it's as strong as the Master Sword, but yeah, you just feel like a beast with the Golden Sword. So yeah, here we're gonna be able to check out what I was talking about. I'll say there's these arrow soldiers that exist. Fuck. Not what I wanted to do. Whatever. They just still say that you're a thief and give you an item, pretty much. I'm not where I should be. We're just gonna get this art piece. Why not? We could do it later when we're doing like Dungeon 2, but whatever. Besides, this is gonna let us like do that faster because we won't have to like go get it. Also, say hi to the anti-fairy or bubble in this game. They're really good once you get the magic powder, but they are very annoying to get hit by because they just drain your magic, which is just really annoying. Wait, what have I done? It's fine, it keeps flowing. Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna get these bombs. Yeah, like I said, it always displays this fucking message. One thing that Zelda Classic has that's very cool is that you have an option for messages like that to only show up when you first get the item, so yeah, and I was stuck, and alright, take it, thief! And it gives you a random drop. It can just be trigger drops, which are either like heart, green rupee, or nothing, but it can give you better stuff like a fairy, 20 rupees, or stuff, so yeah, it's good. It's a good drop. It's a good Easter egg, but like, you would never find this, like, unless you knew about it or just happened to be lucky. Really? Well, you know, it's something that makes, you know, these old games magical, I guess. And I'm just gonna get this cave and the ice rod, and then we're gonna end the episode there. And yeah, that's the one thing. I'm not sure if this is like an exploit or an intended feature. Well, unlike in Link Begins, where it seems to be an exploit and then suddenly becomes a feature. But yeah, you can walk on the southern edge of these pits. Whoa, what the fuck? Yeah, if you try on the top, it kind of works, but not really. But yeah, you can just walk on here. And it works. But yeah, at least this game doesn't ever use it as a fucking intended dungeon-solving feature on the Link Begins. More bombs. This is what I mean, you just swim in bombs at some point. More arrows. Take some rupees, but don't tell anyone I gave them to you. Keep it between us, okay? A much more accurate translation of it's a secret to everybody, I think. Actually, no, I think it's a secret to everybody is consistent in Zelda 1, but in the prototype, like, the moblins basically say, take this and leave me alone. So yeah, they're basically bribing you not to kill them. Which you can, because they're guys, so... Really, real Gerson energy there. Well, you know, that's what people thought, you know, Gerson was just, you know, trolling you in Undertale, but no, he was just holding back his actual power. Though I guess it's not incorrect that him being like a shopkeeper stops him from being killed, because obviously, like, if he was a boss, yeah, he'd be hard, but you could just... can I do a fake flipper? Whoa, hold on, there's a big old cockroach on my fucking desk. Hello, ball guy. He kind of does that. I tried implementing him in Realized World Adventure 3 in the, like old Hyrule, but he does drop those guys on death, but he just gets killed instantly for whatever reason, so yeah, it didn't quite work out. Oh, oh, I got the crab. Nice. Alright, run. Run away. I'm not gonna kill the cockroach because otherwise Agato's gonna be mad at me. And we get the ice rod. Do not use it as a dildo. It will hurt. Probably. Or it'll just be very, very cold. It's chill blast. It's chill magic. Blast the air. But watch your magic meter. Now I remember... One thing I remember doing as a kid is going around on like my completed save file and just blasting everything with the ice rod and basically being like a ice mage. I don't remember if this was before or after Deltarune Chapter 2. It might have been before, so yeah, I predicted Snowgrave, I guess. In any case, I think it's gonna be a very good spot to end things off on right here. So yeah, like, subscribe if you're enjoying this very cursed playthrough. And yeah, as always, see ya!